Do you know the secret to having a peace of mind when it comes to your finances? Well, if not, in this short video, we're going to break it down and I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to do because I did it myself. Hey, Jason here. If you're new to the channel, I've been an expat slash nomad for 10 years now. I'm now on my fourth country, third continent here in the southern region of Africa in Lusaka, Zambia, where I have permanent residence. And I'm literally starting over at life. So I'm setting up new financial roots and everything. And I thought what I would do is, because so many people ask me questions on how I'm able to do this, why not just show you exactly what I do and showing you over the next 30 days. So today is actually day 12. And as you see from the title of the video, it's how to get a peace of mind. But it's talking about how to get your peace of mind financially. Now, I want this video to be very short because I feel like you don't need a lot of stories. You don't need a lot of fluff. You just need to hear what you have to do. Sometimes you need stories. Sometimes you need motivating. Here, you just need to know exactly what you need to do. And this is the key. You need to build an emergency fund. You need to have a fund in case an emergency happens. If you have a car, you need to have money set aside to where if something goes down, you're able to fix that car. You don't need to be relying on loans or asking people for money. As soon as you start getting an emergency fund, it's disciplining you to actually set aside money. It's part of paying yourself. If you were with me, if you've seen the video where I was going over the Greatest Salesman in the World and The Richest Man in Babylon, both of those books have principles of you need to pay yourself. 10% of your earnings go to you, but also you need to set aside an emergency fund. And that's because that's so that you don't have to worry about Murphy's Law or when things are going to happen. Now, as you get further and further along your journey of financial freedom, your emergency fund will look different. Sometimes you may have a large one. Sometimes you may have a smaller one, because you start realizing certain things are not that big of an emergency to you anymore. You start prioritizing what really matters. And so this is very important. So the goal in the exercise, the action step for today is, if you do not have an emergency fund, start it right now. It doesn't matter how little money you have. If you have one kwacha, $1, one pula, 1 rand, 1 peso, put it in an emergency fund. And you do not touch your emergency fund. It is only for emergencies. And here's the catch. When other people are needing money, that is not an emergency. That is their problem. So do not use your emergency fund to be bailing people out and helping other people. It is to help you. It's to help your family. It's to make sure you're good. Here's the catch. If you someone who's experienced riding on an airplane, the first thing they tell you is take care of yourself, then you help others. This is the same rules you need to apply when it comes to finances. Stop trying to take care of everybody else and take care of yourself first. Yes, it's telling you to be selfish. To be financially free, you must be selfish. This is where a lot of people do not understand rich people. When I first started studying rich people, I did not understand this myself. But as I started really breaking down their habits, learning their history, seeing the things that they had to overcome and go through, I started understanding what they were talking about. Stop giving your all to other people. Give it to yourself first. The better financial situation you are in, the more secure and peace of mind you have with your finances, then you can start helping other people a lot easier and a lot more. So do not use your emergency fund for other people. That is not a fund to give money to people. If you remember the other day when I was talking about, you need to start elevating your level of broke. Broke right now may mean zero. A couple of months from now, broke may mean 500. After a couple of years, it may mean 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Or it may mean you're just indefinitely broke. It don't matter how much money you have. But you need to raise your level of broke. Stop giving all your money and all of your hard work to other people. They need to start focusing on their finances also. If someone is needing to borrow money because of an emergency, you just need to ask them, hey, why don't you start saving up for an emergency fund? They're not going to like it, I'm telling you right now. But guess what? It's the thing that they need to hear. And so set up an emergency fund, open an account if you need to. If you don't have an account right now, Open up an account, and what you do not have a debit card for that account. You do not want to have access to this money. This money needs to just sit and collect. I would recommend opening up a savings account, especially if it's giving you a return of interest. So by setting up a savings account, you do not get a debit card for it, and you put your money in for your emergency fund in there. You do not touch it unless it's an emergency. The reason why I say do not have a debit card for it is that way you cannot easily access that money. You need to be able to go to the bank and pull it out in person. This is the best way to start disciplining yourself, and it's the best way to start increasing your emergency fund. And then after that, every single month, you just transfer money into that account. Just put it in there like clockwork. Once you start doing this, you'll start seeing your money accumulate. You'll start seeing what you're capable of financially. And so that is it for today. I tell you, this is going to be a real short video. So today's action step is, if you do not have an emergency fund, set up an emergency fund. And when you do set up an emergency fund, use it only for emergencies for you and your family. Outside people, including extended family, is not an emergency. Whatever they're going through, they need to figure it out on their own. So set up your emergency fund, and this is for you and your immediate family only. And so if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below here on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, you can just shoot me a DM. Also, if you need to understand how to track and budget your money better, I have a free downloadable budgeting tracker for you that I put together. And it's a great way to help you get out of debt and understand your expenses for not only the month, but for the entire year. And all you got to do is look down in the description on YouTube, and you can just highlight that, copy it and paste it in your URL, and then you'll be able to get that. It's free of charge. And then if you're here on TikTok, if you would like that budgeting tracker, just shoot me a DM saying tracker, and I will get that to you. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.